I like it when you sensually stroke the slop.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Henry. Oh, yeah. Does that sound like your grandpa's meat? The way he made it?
Are you good?
What am I? Just a clown?
What's up, gamers? It's your girl, Lime Malicious, here with OniGiri today, and we're gonna be cooking some.
But did you want to give a quick briefing on what we could be making?
Oh, wasn't it the stewed pork and bean curd? Oh, stuffed mushrooms. Yeah, it was like the dried Chinese mushroom stuff with minced pork and spring onions and egg, I think it is. Something like that. We're doing the Chinese cooking that my grandfather used to do. If we can like at least blag the seasoning a little bit on the pork, I think it's gonna be great. And we have most of the things to pretend to be aromat, so it's fine.
But I can't imagine the mushroom dish to take too long. I think the spare rib dish though, I'm gonna assume it's gonna need stewing, so that might take a while just because it needs to cook down. So we can do other things aside. And I didn't tell you this, but since we're talking about family passed down recipes and stuff, if there is time, I actually asked my dad for a family recipe that I really like to eat from my dad's side. I am like a sucker for anything potato related, but my dad is really, really good at making Szechuan. It's like Szechuan chili oil aromatics kind of thing, and it's poured over like really thinly julienned potatoes. It's not complicated at all. What shall we do first?
Probably the bean curd, because the bean curd has to like soak and soften before you can actually use it. It's usually about like, I don't know, like half an hour-ish maybe. It has to be in like boiling water. So what you want to do is you want to snap off the long pieces and discard the U shape at the bottom. Before it rehydrates, you want to break it into like, I usually do like
little
half finger length pieces, like a bite-sized piece kind of like. Yeah, so each piece goes into bite-size.
We can't keep this. I want to.
Usually because it takes longer to rehydrate and they end up staying hard.
I like to keep them maybe around like an inch. Is this an inch?
That's a great size. Yeah, that's all good. It says several changes of hot water until the water runs clear. So you gotta sit it there for a second and then.
Several changes. Oh, then I'll just keep it boiling then. Maybe like actively boiling it will help it cook it down faster. It's kind of like just hot pot. While that is doing its thing, what else can we do?
We are meant to chop the ribs or cut the meat off the hock depending on what kind of meat you got, and then you season with salt, pepper, and aromat, which we don't have, so we were gonna just like make it up.
So I have my pork spare ribs here. I don't think they need too much processing. They're a little bit longer, but I don't actually have a bone knife, so I could just go and like hack at it, which could be fun. But do you think the size would be okay?
Usually what we do is we like cut them into like small size pieces.
For those who like bought my cleaver and stuff, this is not recommended at all, but we can try to see if we can break through it with the cleaver.
You could cut the meat off the bone. Oh Christ.
This is like a horror movie where it's like a slow, like deliberate, like pounding.
That's looking great. We did it. Good job, team.
Yeah, that looks better. Let's just do half. Well, this is what's gonna happen to you, chat, if you don't pay attention and you piss me off. Oh my god!
Oh Christ!
That's a hard slam. Oh my lord!
I dread to ask, but could we not have just cut the meat off the rib before cutting it?
Oh, wait, hold on. I thought we wanted the bone. Oh
no, we don't need the bone.
What should we do after the meat is done?
So you need to season it.
And then I just give it a little massagey boo-boo.
Once that's done, you want to drain out as much water as possible and squeeze it out from the fujuk as well. It gets more cooking time when it gets dumped on top of the meat later, so it will be fine.
What is after that?
Heat oil in a pan, add the meat and fry until sealed, then add some yellow bean sauce, enough yellow bean sauce to coat the meat, and sufficient water. What's sufficient water, grandfather?
That's a really like a use your head, idiot kind of comment. All right, I have a stock pot. I'm gonna assume that maybe a stock pot, everything is just gonna go in there, right? We sear it and then do the bean sauce and put the water. Everything's gonna go in one place and stew.
Yeah, that works.
Do we need the pan for the mushrooms? Just so I can
possibly. You know what? Keep the pan for the mushrooms and we'll use the stock pot. It'll be fine.
Okay. Sorry, I just want to show you the process anyways. It's not fully
Yummy.
cooked, obviously, but it's crisping.
Yeah, it's just
really
sealed,
good.
which is what we want. After that's all sealed, we dump it back in and then cover it with enough yellow bean sauce that all the meat is coated in and it's sufficient water, whatever that means. Oh, I think I know what he means by sufficient water. So it's a sufficient water to stew for half an hour. So without it all draining off, I guess. So and then also, it's up to you, but usually we serve it over rice. It's up to you whether or not you want to or if you just want to eat it straight.
Okay, that's totally cool. Are we stewing it with the lid on or the lid off? If it's evaporating, I'll account for that.
I usually stew it with a lid on. From here, we need it to stew for half an hour, and then after the half hour, we check, add the bean curd. If it needs more water, add more water, then one more half hour, and then you add a pork or chicken stock cube, which I didn't actually notice that was a thing that they wanted. Vaguely! This is where I confess that actually, like, as a kid, I didn't like mushrooms, and I'm still kind of meh on them now, so, you know, that was never a dish I paid a lot of attention to. So this is gonna be fun. I'm excited.
Chad is so excited too. Chad is like, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna open up my mushrooms.
Are they dried mushrooms or not?
Fresh ones. I do
Nice.
have the
Okay,
dry,
cool.
but I feel like fresh might be a bit easier to
No,
handle.
yeah, that's fine.
Can I just rip the stems off while you
I don't know.
research
So
everything
it
else?
actually, it doesn't actually remove the stalk from the mushrooms. Yep, there you go.
Oh, okay.
It looks good.
I might have put a little bit too much bean sauce, I'm not gonna lie. That is. Shush! You're talking to Lime about what mark you should give me? Now they're lying about the marks too? What am I? Just a clown?
Okay, so sorry, I completely forgot. We have to cut the bulb of the onions into small pieces and then add them to the pork.
Wait, there's
Apparently.
onions involved? Oh.
Yeah, it's actually spring onions specifically.
Oh, spring onions. Did your grandpa say if it was the whites of the onions or the greens of the onions?
It says the bulb of the onions and add them to the pork.
Oh, probably the white part then. The
Yeah, I would say the
bulbous
white part. Yeah.
And to add it to the meat, you said?
Yeah, you take the bulb part, you add it to the meat, and then you further mince the meat in a blender.
Oh, a blender.
After you blend it more, you season with salt, pepper, and then pepper the marinade with soy sauce. I don't know what that means. I think it means a little bit of soy sauce, I guess.
Wait, what's the marinade? We didn't make any marinades.
I think he just means the mixture, like as in the meat and the onions. He just wants you to put soy sauce on it.
Do a little bit of a doo-doo. When should I stop?
It just says to further mince. Good luck. When it looks right, I
literally
guess.
was like, do I know? That's your job now.
Once that's done, you don't even need to mince it again, actually. So it says just beat a sufficient amount of eggs to add to the minced pork to make it sloppy.
I'm gonna guess for this amount, I think 1 egg is plenty.
That sounds good.
Get a little bit of a mix so we can pour it in slowly in case it's not 1 egg. Okay, is this sloppy enough, do you think, or should it be more sloppy?
It says enough to make it sloppy, then add corn flour to remove excess liquid. So I guess if there's no excess liquid, it's not sloppy enough yet. I don't know.
So you want it wet and then you want it less
Yeah,
wet.
I don't know why he does it that way.
I found everything except for cornstarch, bro.
It's totally okay. I don't think it's even sloppy enough to need cornstarch. I don't know if she can hear me.
I can make it sloppier, queen. If you want sloppy, I can give you sloppy.
I wouldn't make it sloppier if you don't have cornstarch. That seems like it would be a bad
I
thing.
can make it sloppier, I promise.
No, I think it's fine. I think it's fine.
Are you sure?
I like it when you sensually stroke the slop.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Henry. Oh, yeah.
We'll stuff those mushrooms. It's gonna be great. Do we need to add the bean curd? Has it been half an hour? I haven't been keeping track of time.
Slap my meat a little. Ooh, listen to that sound. Hold on.
I think it's ready to be stuffed into some mushrooms.
Does that sound like your grandpa's meat? The way he made it? Okay, we're gonna move on.
Are you good? What kind of channel is? I thought it was a cooking channel. I was told it was a cooking collab, but no, it's filth. It's filth.
Is this how your grandpa stuffed his meat? It's a legitimate question.
I don't know. I told you I haven't seen this dish.
100% serious now.
It says fill each mushroom with the minced pork. Then you place the mushroom in a Pyrex bowl with the meat facing upwards. Add oyster sauce over the top and steam everything for an hour.
I have a regular steamer. We'll be a little generous because the mushrooms aren't actually as deep as I thought, so not a lot of meat goes in there. I got 2 big honking steamers, and then I'll put maybe the bigger one on the bottom. I'm gonna put this like this, put that like that. The water is boiling, but I'm gonna move it over here. Putting it on my steamer. We are gonna steam this for how long? I bet it's gonna stay until it's cooked.
An hour.
An hour. An hour? Oh God.
An hour.
Thank God I asked my dad for his secret recipe. So we're gonna boil the water. We're gonna blanch the potatoes a little bit. Okay, so we're gonna grab our potatoes, wash them, and peel them. And why are you laughing? Are you sharing secrets to Onimart? I swear. You know what? You know what? No one gets to eat even live. We're blanching them really, really quickly because we want them cooked. You don't want to eat raw potato, but you also don't want it so cooked that it's like soft and mushy. That's not the point of the potato salad. You grab your little mandolin or like grater thing. It'll make your life way faster. You can definitely use your hands, but the thinner the better for better texture because you're coating it in the sauce. It's better if there's more surface area. But just grate this, and then we're gonna put it into the salted boiling water and literally blanching it for like a minute, maybe even 30 seconds. And then we're gonna put them in a really big mixing bowl, and we're gonna get the sauce ready, which is also quick. So potatoes are done blanching. I cooled them down with ice water to stop the cooking process, and then I squeezed it to get the extra water out. We're gonna set that to the side because we're gonna prepare a little bit of garlic, a little bit of the green onion. That's gonna go into the sauce overall, but we're going to scald the peppers and everything with hot oil, and then everything else added in later on. Let me grab a little bit of green onion. This is all gonna go into the sauce in a little bit. It's gonna make it nice and aromatic and colorful. So for the oil itself, I'm gonna heat up the oil right now. Probably just medium heat or a little bit higher if you really need it, depending on your stove. But we have a little bit of dried chilies. My dad says to take the seeds out because the seeds, this is mostly for color, a little bit of flavor, but not really for spice. My dad says that in the hot oil, the seeds would burn and it'll taste very bitter, and you don't want that. So we're gonna just cut the little tops off of the chilies, and you can see the seeds are like escaping already. I don't do this very often, so I'm a little nervous, but I have a little bit of Szechuan peppercorn, again, for the flavor. Just fry it just a little bit. You want to get like the nice flavors out. Once you start smelling it, it's pretty much good because if it burns pretty quickly, and then you put your peppers in. Oh my God, it's burning. Okay, take it out because it's burning. It's burning. Take it out. What did I just say?
That did not take very long at all.
No, it's very fast. And then we put in the, you put the rest of the stuff in. Maybe turn the heat down a little bit. A little bit of soy sauce. Where's my soy sauce? MSG.
Hell yeah.
And then a little bit of sugar to balance the flavor. Like a half a teaspoon. And give that a little mixy mix. And then just give it a little taste. See if you like it. That's pretty good, guys. Wow. We don't have to add all of it in just yet in case it's too salty. Add in slowly and give it a mix. And give it a taste. I should have taken the peppercorns out. You know what? Do as I say and not as I do. Let me check on the mushrooms. Oh, and you said oyster sauce was the sauce, right?
Oh, shit. That was supposed to be on before we started them steaming.
Oh!
So maybe put it on
now.
It
was after.
Yeah, no. Add oyster sauce over the top and steam for about an hour.
It went from like flat meat to really bulgy, soupy meat. What the? It's like... Is it like this? Does this look right?
I don't know. This is the one I don't know. I mean, he did it in a Perspex bowl, so knows.
He did it in a bowl?
Yeah, we remember when before we put it in, I said a Perspex bowl. and we decided not to.
Oh, right, the Pyrex. The Pyrex.
Oh, Pyrex
thing.
bowl, yeah. That one.
Okay, I'm gonna reheat the pork dish just to make sure it's warm.
20 minutes later.
Ooh.
I have a secret weapon to make everything look good. Are you ready, Lime?
Uh-huh.
Are you ready?
Are you gonna garnish it? Are we garnishing? Oh, get garnished!
So this is our 2 dishes. I just want to remind Onibro one more time. I think the meat should be pretty good, but the noodles are a bit salty and the tofu is a bit salty. So when you give the marks, just pretend it's perfectly seasoned. I'm gonna try the meat. This one. This one I haven't tried yet. It's hot and juicy, my God.
Wow, it sounds like it's really good.
Onibro, come here and taste Limu's grandpa's meats. Okay, it's good. Okay, rating 8.5 out of 10.
What?
That's really good. What about the other one? 8.5, but it's taco? Oh. Wait, if that by that standard or logic, I'm like a great chef.
What's up, gamers? It's me, your girl, Limu. I'm signing off. We made some food. Some of it was good, some of it was less than good, but we had a great time. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Really helps OniGiri out. Later. Garrett, how do you say corn in Cantonese?
It's suck my nuts. But yeah.